Hey guys, happy Friday. Before you get weirded out, I did record this video on Thursday, so I'm not wearing the same clothes 2 days in a row. And if you notice that, stop paying so much attention to what I wear and think more about school. Jeez. All right, let's move on. So I want to take a second and remind you of some things and some important dates coming up. If you go to the calendar portion of this driving question, actually, let me just do it this way. Duh. Your e-portfolios are due a week from today. So if you have nothing to do today, crank them out. Keep working on it. Presentations. Wednesday, the 21st, we'll have to do some. Thursday, the 22nd, I completely forgot. Someone reminded me fourth period, Wednesday, that we don't have class because of the half days. So we're not going to have presentations on this day at all. 27th, we're going to try and crank these things out between the 21st, 23rd, and the 27th. If we have to come back after break and do a presentation, we can. But hopefully we don't have to do that. So most of you by this point are at a place where you're either carrying out your project each day or you're done with your project and you're doing your presentation. Don't forget your action plan presentation. Check this rubric and think about how you're graded. Think about being very critical on yourself more so than you normally would be. Make sure your presentation includes all the required parts, right? So make sure you talk about what the goal of your project was. Make sure you talk about how your project benefited society, why it was worthwhile. Make sure you talk about the steps you took, the problems you encountered along the way, and how you overcame those problems. And maybe just brag about it, right? Brag about it. You should. You guys have been doing awesome work. Mr. Cresswell and I were talking about it this morning out of the clubs. This is one of the most exciting projects I've ever been a part of. And it's not because of what we do, it's because of the things you guys are doing. It's phenomenal, great work. Be proud of it, brag about what you've done so far. Make sure you practice. Practice, 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 practice. If you feel weird practicing in front of people here at school, do it at home. But you need to maintain eye contact with the class most of the time, so not looking at the board, look at who you're talking to. Look poised, confident, comfortable. Practice speaking with your hands. Because if you stand here rigid and like this, you can tell you're not comfortable. And that's something, again, you'll have to practice. Speak clearly, loudly, and at a good pace, not as fast as I do. Remember, the presentation aid you're presenting or creating is just that. It's an aid. If I am reading off the slide, I'm not paying attention to you, right? Media rich, text poor. Lots of pictures, lots of graphs, videos if you have any of videos you created, a little bit of writing. We want to listen to you and pay attention to you, not read what's on the board. All right, and then if you're in a group, everybody should participate equally while you present. If you're alone, this won't be graded, and we'll talk about how I do that, how we'll make up for that. All right, so your job, hopefully, finish carrying out your plan, create your presentation. Remember, can't stress this one enough. If you're working on stuff for another class, or if you're relaxing because you're at a good spot and you've done so much outside of work, be respectful. Be respectful of your classmates who need the silence, the quiet to work. Be respectful of the substitute who's here. And it's a scary thing for substitutes to walk into a class where it's kind of like, hey, trust them. They're doing their own thing. I know I can trust you, most of you. The subs have to trust me to trust you. So please be respectful today. Have a great weekend. If you have any questions, you can email me, mbrill@ojrc.com. I'll try my best to respond. Enjoy your weekend. If you guys are weird, you'll probably be watching that basketball tournament, March Madness. But normal people like me, you'll be watching, hopefully, the NCAA Wrestling Championships this weekend. So enjoy. Have fun. I'll see you guys on Monday.